Hey, what's happening? It's Dr. McLean with Vital Energy Chiropractic. Today I want to talk to you about finding out what the thing that you hate likes and stay away from that. Okay. What does cancer like? What does type 2 diabetes like? What does heart disease like? Cancer likes sugar. Did you know that cancer cells burn sugar for energy? Regular healthy cells burn oxygen for energy. So a cancer cell has actually converted its receptors as way more receptors for sugar than it does for oxygen, so it burns sugar for energy. So cancer cells love sugar. They love acidity. So we have a certain pH in our body, and it has to stay perfectly, just slightly basic. If it goes acidic, actually if it errs from that, we'll die, but if we go acidic, your body's going to steal calcium and other things from other parts of your body to try to balance it out. So cancer likes acidity. What causes acidity? Stress causes acidity. Sugar causes acidity, so you got a double whammy on the sugar. So my point is to determine what that disease likes and then do the opposite, right? Now I'm not saying you have to be completely sugar-free, but massively cutting down your sugar is going to help that. What does type 2 diabetes like? Type 2 diabetes likes processed foods. It likes sugars. It's kind of interesting. A lot of these diseases like the same things. Maybe there's a clue there. So we can cut down our processed foods, cut down our sugar, or if you have type 2 diabetes, I would encourage you to totally cut those things out, because type 2 diabetes, I can't say 100% of the time, but what the doctors say is 99% of the time plus, we can completely reverse type 2 diabetes. Not treat it with drugs the rest of our life, but we can completely reverse it by taking certain actions. Very actually simple. Not easy, but simple, right? So you're going to cut out the processed sugars, the processed foods, you're going to exercise. So my point is to reverse engineer these things, okay? So when I get older, a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and I want my health to look, I want my joints to be healthy, well, what does bad joints like? What does arthritis like? What does bad joints like? Well, they like to have misalignments, because that creates inflammation. It can damage the joints. Arthritis likes that. So I want to make sure my joints are moving properly and they're aligned. I'm going to do a rehab to try to maintain that. And again, not a surprise, sugar, bad fats. It's going to damage our blood, and the synovial fluid, which makes those joints slippery, is made from our blood. So if we've got bad blood, or we're eating bad things that are affecting the quality of our blood, that's going to affect the quality of that synovial fluid. If it's a rheumatoid type of arthritis that can affect our body globally, well, they like a bad gut. What are things that damage your gut? Antibiotics damage your gut. Sugar damages our gut. Stress damages our gut. So we want to, again, stay away from those things. So I'm going to reverse engineer that and say, if I want my joints to be healthy, what are the things I have to avoid to do that? I'm going to have to keep my weight to a good level. I want to have a good ideal weight. Again, stay away from these sugars and these processed foods. I'm going to exercise and move my body on a regular basis. Arthritis loves when you're sedentary. Sit around, don't do anything. So I'm going to avoid that, right? I'm going to avoid the things that those diseases and those things like. So it's a way to reverse engineer it. And you'll be surprised when you start to look at these things. Boy, a lot of these diseases have similar qualities. They like stress, they like sugar, they like bad fats, they like being sedentary, they like a bad spine. So if we can eliminate or minimize those things, we're going to reverse those things, we can reverse the effects of those things, and or we're going to massively decrease our chances of developing those things in the first place. Oh, I'm going to use this thing. I'm not even going to fucking touch it. You know what I'm saying?